social media the last week, you probably heard about the viral story surrounding popular singer David, spelled D4vd. It started when the body of a Jane Doe was found inside a Tesla registered to him. At first, there was no confirmation that David had any connection to her until now.
Why are the pauses delayed? Hold on. Are the pauses delayed?
Registered to him. At first,
Okay, no. I'm actually just tweaking. I think it might have something with the sound to do. Cause yeah, this is new to me, so it's gonna take a while for me to process. Anyway, I've heard a lot of things, but I don't know what's true and what's not. Yeah, the thing is, like, it's this whole, like, I'm not gonna speak on it honestly, cause I don't really know much about it yet. But I know that, like, the opinions between if he actually did it or not is kind of split. Like, it's surprisingly split. It's surprisingly split for, you know, a gruesome case. Like, usually when you hear stuff like this, it's either, oh, he's definitely innocent, or oh, he's definitely guilty. But I think it's pretty split on this one. I think, but I don't know. I think we'll just find it out if we watch, to be honest.
First, there was no confirmation that David had any connection to her until now. The David story just got really dark, and in this video, I'm going to break it down all together with you. So drop a like on this video because you're in for one hell of a story. Now, before we get into the latest developments, let's rewind for a second, because just a few days ago, this is what we knew. Popular singer David, spelled D4vd, a 20-year-old Houston-raised artist who blew up on TikTok with his song Romantic Homicide, a sleeper hit with over 1.6 billion streams on Spotify, that opened the door for him to a major record deal, global recognition, tours, and major brand collabs. On the surface, he was just a young star living the dream life. But about a week ago, Los Angeles police made a discovery, one that would soon be connected to David himself. On September 8th, 2025, police in Los Angeles found a decomposed body inside a Tesla, and that Tesla was registered to a David Burke, which turned out to be popular singer David himself. According to reports, workers at an impound lot noticed a foul odor coming from the car. When they opened up the Tesla's trunk, they discovered human remains stuffed inside a bag.
I heard of that. Okay, this much I know.
Los Angeles County Medical Examiner described her as a female, about 5'2", weighing just 71 pounds, which equals to 32 kilograms for my international viewers. She had wavy black hair, metal stud earrings, a yellow bracelet, and a tattoo on her right index finger that literally read, "shh," like, "shh, quiet." At the time, her name wasn't released, but those details alone were shocking as they were, considering who this car was connected to. The LAPD confirmed the vehicle had been sitting in the yard for days, and they even had to call David himself, who was on tour at the time, to inform him that his car had a body.
Okay, so first of all, I think this story is pretty weird, because what do you mean that it's his car and there's a body in his car? Like, maybe I'm the crazy one, but out the gate, that is already hella suspicious. Like, what, you're telling me that some other random person killed this girl and put it in his car of all places? How would that even be possible? Or is there something that I'm not taking into account? Like, I feel like that's like, because how would any hypothetical third party know that it's his car? Like, when I hear that, the first thing I think is, oh, it's definitely him. Like, just, that's almost like that's all the evidence we need kind of situation. Because, like, what's the other outcomes? The only other outcome is that some other random person just did that to his car of all cars.
Side of it, and David was cooperating with the police and claimed he had no knowledge of what they found. But while that was happening, the fallout started hitting him hard. Clothing brand Hollister, who had just launched a campaign with David, pulled his images from their website and seemingly ended their relationship with the singer quietly. And at the same time, the internet was asking a lot of questions, right? How did this young popular artist with no history of violence suddenly get tied to something this disturbing? For the past week, things have been up in the air with no real answers, but what's come out since then changes everything.
This is your brain when you're struggling to focus. And this is your brain when you're in the zone. But getting in
I'm
the
not
zone
in the
and
zone right
staying
now.
there.
Shut the fuck up.
A week after the
Holy!
we finally got confirmation of who that person was. According to
Someone might want to frame him or something. How would they know? How would they know, Sneaky? How would they know that it's his car? Like, I'm assuming, should we Google this? How many cars does Okay, it's not gonna say. It's not gonna say. But don't you think that someone as like wealthy and successful as him would have like multiple cars? And even if he only had one, like you know what I'm saying? Like it just there's no person out there who could professionally frame him this badly. Finding someone's car like that is crazy. Crazy framing work.
The victim was identified through forensics.
Stalking, but that seems unreasonable. Exactly, Sneaky. This is what I'm saying. Like, in order for him to be innocent, already we haven't even gotten into like the deep stuff yet. But already, in order for him to be innocent, the person who's trying to set him up has to be a anime level genius, a stalker, you know, a professional setupper or whatever, you know, a murderer on top of that. Like, it's just anyway, man.
As 15-year-old Celeste Rivas. Celeste had been reported missing.
Oh yeah, and she's underage. That girl's underage. I forgot about that. To make things even worse, yeah, she's underage.
Out of Lake Elsinore back in April of 2024. According to authorities, she left her home around 9 p.m. one evening and never came back. Her family put out flyers, posted her photo.
Wait.
Through forensics. As 15-year-old Celeste Rivas. Celeste had been reported missing out of Lake Elsinore back in April of 2024. According to authorities, she left her
current age 13? She was missing for 2 years? No, this has to be no. How is that even possible? How is that even possible? But she couldn't have been in that car for 2 years. Wait, oh my god, I'm missing important details. I can't remember how long the body had been there for. Is it worth rewinding for? She's been missing for 1 year, just turned 15. Okay, that's like, it's still a year, man. 365 days where? In his house? Probably, Adam. Yeah, probably.
Home around 9 p.m. one evening and never came back. Her family put out flyers, posted her photos, and pleaded for anyone with information to come forward so their baby girl could be brought home. At the time of her disappearance, she had last been seen wearing gray pants, a black sweater, and Hello Kitty sandals. So when police connected the remains inside David's Tesla to Celeste through forensic testing, it wasn't just a tragic discovery. It was the end of a year-long search her family had been desperately holding on to hope for. Authorities also said that she had likely been dead inside that Tesla for an extended period of time before the body was discovered. Right now, the exact cause of death has not yet been determined. The LAPD says the coroner has not classified the case as a homicide or released a manner of death, and there are no suspects at this time. As for David himself, real name David Burke, a spokesperson said he was informed of the situation and that he is fully cooperating with authorities. At the time, like we stated, he was of course on tour, but his scheduled show in Seattle was canceled immediately after the news broke. So with Celeste now identified, the tragedy hit even harder. A 15-year-old little girl who had been missing since 2024 was found in the trunk of a car registered to a popular singer in the music industry. Just as the internet was trying to process what happened, police have officially made their next move, and it shows just how serious they're taking this case right here. Within 48 hours of Celeste being officially identified, investigators made their next move. Police executed a search warrant at a Hollywood Hills home where David had been staying. He doesn't own the property, but sources confirmed it was a place he had been living recently. And here's where things get more serious. TMZ reports that the home was actually rented by David's manager, and detectives did not leave empty-handed. LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division walked out with several evidence bags and a computer. Photos and videos posted earlier this year even showed David inside the house, singing with producer Benny Blanco in the kitchen and dancing in the living room. TMZ compared the interiors of that footage to real estate listings, and they matched the property that police searched. Neighbors also recall seeing that same Tesla parked outside the house for days before it was eventually towed. A car with Texas plates and a big dent that stood
Yeah, well, no shit. It's his car. He owns the car. I mean, of course he's gonna use it.
on the street. At the time, no one thought much of it, but looking back now, perhaps it was no coincidence. So for now, police haven't classified this as a homicide because the medical examiner still hasn't determined exactly how Celeste died. The Tesla was abandoned and towed on September 6th, and just 2 days later, workers at the impound lot...
Okay, so was the body found... decomposing body? So it's just her full, like, body? She's not in bags or anything? Sneaky, do you know anything? Do you know if she was in bags or if she was just decomposing in the back? Because I can't seem to remember, to be completely honest. Because that's a very important detail.
At the time, no one thought much of it, but looking back now, perhaps it was no coincidence. So for now, police haven't classified this as a homicide because the medical examiner still hasn't determined exactly how Celeste died. The Tesla was abandoned and towed on September 6th, and just 2 days later, workers at the impound lot made the grim discovery. Investigators say the case now depends on the coroner's findings. And so far, the process has apparently been very difficult. I'm assuming it's probably because, you know, her body was decomposed, so that would make a lot of sense, right? No arrests have been made so far.
So decomposition is what happens when a body stays in one place, like a dead body stays in one place for a long an extended period of time. So it basically just rots, right? So when they say that they don't know what the cause of death is, it's that, oh, we don't know if she's been stabbed or shot because, you know, she's so decomposed that it's impossible to tell. I'm guessing that's what it is.
But the fact that LAPD homicide detectives are searching homes connected to David shows just how closely they're closing in on his world. And if that wasn't enough, okay, the plot has thickened even more, and we got some new details that make the story darker than anyone expected. Here's where things get even darker. According to TMZ, investigators may be looking at a direct connection between David and Celeste herself, and after TMZ got a tip that the victim might be Celeste, they reached out to her mother, and her mother confirmed two things. Number one, first, that Celeste apparently had a boyfriend named David, and number two,
back it up, buddy. It's over. Yeah, it's actually over. No, it's actually over. Because what do you mean his name is David? What do you mean her boyfriend's name is David? Yeah, so it's just him. He literally just killed her, bro. What more evidence could you possibly need, man?
that she had a tattoo.
I think I saw like those, for those who are defending him, like, because I think I remember like how the music video "Romantic Homicide," the song made by David, was released on her birthday, and the song goes like in the back of my mind, "You died, I didn't even cry." Yeah, it's like that. I've heard like that part of the song before, because it's like really I know that it's like it's a really like big, like it's a, what's the word? It's a really like trending song. I remember that song used to be like trending and shit. And also that one Invincible song that they always use, the Feel It, you know, the I can't remember the exact melody, but you know which one I'm talking about. So he's definitely a big fucking artist. But like, I mean, this is just, I know that like people that are defending this are saying that David is a common name. All right, buddy. I mean, I think it's one hell of a coincidence. And, you know, that coincidence tied in with, you know, the other coincidences. Yeah, I don't think Light Yagami is trying to set this guy up. Like, I really don't think so. I could be wrong, I guess. But I really don't think Light Yagami is here to set him up.
On her right index finger that said, "Shh." Now that right there is not new information, right? It lined up exactly with what the initial David. And number two, that she had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, "Shh." Now that right there is not new information, right? It lined up exactly with what the initial reports from the coroner were saying. But here's where things get crazy, because David himself has the exact same tattoo inked on his right index finger.
I don't know, man. Light Yagami was a smart guy. You know, Sneaky. Maybe Sneaky's right. Maybe he is being incredibly set up. Maybe he's getting so set up that Light Yagami somehow orchestrated that he would get a tattoo on his finger. Yeah. I think that's what it is. Yeah, he's innocent, 100%.
And on the screen right now, you'll see a picture of that. So let's just keep this on the screen for a second if you want to check it out.
I mean, matching tattoos is... I mean, yeah, they're probably... I wouldn't be surprised if the police is going to start to question him soon, but, I mean, the fact that, you know... Anyway, I mean, yeah, let's see. I don't know what they're going to do, and, like, from here on out, but...
I don't want you rewinding this and going out of your
But
way.
it's obvious that these coincidences are quite damning.
To, you know, rewind it. So as you guys can see, here's the picture. Looking, you see it? Great. Let's keep it moving. All right, so this is already a lot. I ain't even gonna lie, this is a lot. Okay, so let's just sit with this for a second. They found a body in a Tesla registered to David. It ends up being 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, who's been missing since April 2024. Ma Dukes, Celeste's mother, said her daughter had a boyfriend named David, and on top of all that, they both got the same tattoo on their finger. And it doesn't stop there because the plot just keeps on getting thicker. Because TMZ didn't just talk to Celeste's mom. They actually published photos and even a video that appear to show David and Celeste together. On the screen right now, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. And I'll just keep it on the screen for a second or two just so you can watch it. So
Wait, what?
To show David and Celeste together. On the screen right now, you can see
Okay, what the fuck did I just miss?
on getting thicker. Because TMZ didn't just talk to Celeste's mom. They actually published photos and even a video that appear to show David and Celeste together. On the screen right now, you can...
We're gonna move on.
see exactly what I'm talking about, and I'll just keep it on the screen for a second or two just so you can watch it so you don't have to rewind. You see it right there? All right. And out of respect for her family, I've blurred her face in any of the visuals in this video, okay? According to TMZ, one of the photos shows them sitting together at a booth at a venue, both of them wearing black. Now, TMZ also pointed out something very interesting, which was David is wearing the same exact shirt in that booth photo as he wore in a picture with singer Billie Eilish back in October 2023, and that photo is right here, okay? Now, this is what TMZ stated, and in no way, shape, or form is this particular connection a sign of anything beyond what they reported. It's just an observation they made to support the photo being authentic, okay? And it wasn't just photos, however, okay? TMZ also posted a live stream from January 2024 showing the two of them on camera together answering...
What? What's really going on here, bro? Video together? So, we got people defending this guy when there's a video together of them? Is it confirmed? I guess maybe that's the question, if her identity is confirmed or not, because I guess if her identity isn't confirmed in this video, I guess they can't know for sure. But I think this is pretty crazy. I've heard they were in an official relationship that they showed off in David's Discord server. Well, would you look at that? I mean, whoever's trying to set him up is doing one hell of a good job right here.
questions from fans. In the clip, you can hear what appears to be Celeste telling David to respond to a comment. That's a direct interaction on video, and it's left a lot of people asking questions. And remember, this is a 15-year-old girl we're talking about. Now,
Right, I will remember that. I almost forgot.
TMZ, who obviously they've been putting in some work on this story, right? They did even more digging. And what they claim is this. They found another photo of David in Lake Elsinore, the same city where Celeste went missing back in April 2024 after leaving her home around 9 p.m. and never coming back. For context, Lake Elsinore is about 70 miles outside of Los Angeles, and it's where Celeste lived with her family. And here's the part that made people react, okay? The photo that TMZ stated that they have was taken just a 6-minute walk from Celeste's family home. Once again, I want to make it clear, this is what TMZ reported. I'm not saying that this, says anything. I'm just reporting what they said, okay? And also, just so we're on the same page here, police have not named a suspect in Celeste's death. But according to TMZ, for detectives to even get that search warrant on the Hollywood Hills home that David lived in but doesn't own, that's what led investigators to seize a computer and multiple evidence bags from the property. Now, since I want to be very mindful of how I cover this particular story, considering how sensitive it is, let me just say it like this, right? There are other photos and videos of Celeste and David floating around social media, but I won't be showing those here. Her family just got the worst possible news of their life, and I want to keep that in mind as I break the story down. So we're sticking strictly to what's been reported publicly.
Yeah, low key, bro. Like, imagine if your child was found in a car of some famous singer decomposed after being missing for an entire year. Yo, like, nah. No, this guy, bro, David has to be like, I'm not even lying. There is no way, there's no universe where he isn't guilty. There is no universe where he is not guilty. I don't want to catch a single defender, and if I'm wrong, hey, I mean, I guess I'll take that punishment. I mean, I think that punishment's worth it for blaming this guy right now.
By verified outlets, that way we keep it respectful, accurate, and above all else, responsible, right?
Yeah, you know what, that actually makes sense. He's got a point.
Now this next part is wild.
And it's not like they need to show the face either, like in the video, because like we all get it
as well, because there's this video that surfaced online that TMZ published, which is a video of one of Celeste's alleged former teachers talking about her in class. He pulled out his phone, showed students a photo of himself with Celeste, and said he had taught her years ago. And according to this teacher, Celeste first disappeared after meeting David on social media. He claims this, right? And he even claims that she ran away to Hollywood with him before police eventually tracked her down and returned her to her mother.
That's her in my classroom in front of this post.
Wait, what did it say?
That's her.
She was my student when she went missing in 24.
In my classroom in front of this poster right here. Okay, hold up. I got another one because I got a picture on TMZ of this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper who we alleged did this stuff. Hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom.
Wait, how long ago was this?
We all just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her.
Bro, like, hey, I mean, Light Yagami, man. I mean, I'm sure this teacher was fucking manipulated by him too. I mean, this setup is crazy, bro. Why would Light Yagami want to do such a thing to David?
She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. She disappeared again in May of that year, May of 2024. That's when her friends told me what happened, that it was this rapper, and then I found out yesterday that she's now dead in that rapper's car, cut into pieces.
Cut into pieces? So she was in bags. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but
You want to know how?
exactly, it doesn't matter because whoever did it, still got into David's car somehow. Ooh, big mystery. I sure wonder how that could have happened. I mean, that seems so mysterious. Imagine if the teacher set him up. I mean, think about it, bro. Teachers' lives are so boring and plain. The most entertaining thing they can do is get some media attention or something and create a situation like this.
I just said it. Social media.
The teacher says that she went missing again in May 2024, 1 month after she was reported missing in April of 2024. And
Wait, what? So she was reported missing first, then somebody, I guess, saw her, and then she actually went missing? Bro, like, this story is just, it's kind of messing with my head a little bit.
that was the last
I mean, does it really matter if she was reported missing or if she went missing when when the evidence is damning either way?
He heard of her until now. He told his class he was sharing this as a cautionary tale about the dangers of social media. Again, this is what the teacher is claiming, but as you guys can see, I just played the video, right? The plot definitely keeps getting thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker. And on that note, there's also a bunch of Discord messages floating around the internet right now that people are connecting to this story. Since I personally can't verify if they're accurate or not, I won't be showing them in this video, but what I will say is this: they're out there and they're adding a whole other layer of speculation to this case right here. Now here's another layer people online have been talking about: a leaked song that's been floating around where David allegedly mentions Celeste by name. Supposedly the track is titled Celeste. Now let's be very clear, I have no clue where this comes from. Is it legit? Is it AI? I can't verify that.
To be fair, of all of the evidence that he's listed so far, this is the one where I can kind of see being a troll. Like, yeah, especially in the AI era where, we got this drama thing going on. Someone making an AI song called Celeste, I mean, I can see how that would be fake. Especially if, I think he said it was like an unreleased song. Like, that I think is fake. I mean, it might be real. I think it's 50-50. It's like 50% chance that, yes, that was a real song, and, he took it down maybe because of, like, the situation or whatever, or, it's just AI. But, I mean, it doesn't really matter with everything else that we know, so...
And that's exactly why I'm not going to play it here, but it's been circulating, and the fact that people even believe this record exists has added another wow twist to the narrative. And by the way, just to be clear, it's an actual song. Like, it's an existing song, but I just can't verify if it's a real song, if you get what I'm saying. Because sometimes people might make certain things with AI because a story is big. You get what I'm saying? Now, with everything we just laid...
But, okay, so there's one thing I don't understand. Now that I've absorbed the whole... Someone just followed me on Twitch? What? Yo, what's good? Can I request songs? I mean, I don't know, man. I usually don't play songs on Twitch. Don't you get like copyright strike or something? I can't see, like, for some reason Twitch doesn't show like viewers anymore. Alright, I'll see you, bro. I'll see you. Alright, what was I gonna say again? Okay, right, so, with all the information that I've been absorbing so far... Oh, okay, well... okay. I don't know what just happened. Alright, never mind, bro. I know it's a bot. How do you know it's a bot? Sneaky, how do you know it's a bot? Don't bots just paste in like a link? Those usually ask for self-promo. But he wasn't self-promoting. He was just, I think, recommending a song. I don't know, bro. Like, this just... Like, bro, I'm not... I have a lot to learn on this platform, bro. On Twitch, that is. Not YouTube. I know YouTube in and out, but I don't know Twitch. But anyways, what I was saying. So with all the information that I've absorbed, there is one question that's been on my mind. It's clear that they have the missing poster of Celeste, where obviously, where we know what she looks like, like right here. We know she looks like this. And then he claimed that there was a picture of them together. I feel like that's probably, of all the evidence that we have, isn't that the most, isn't this just, doesn't this just, throw out any kind of, doesn't this shit just confirm it? Better safe than sorry. Alright. Alright, whatever.
Might make certain things with AI because the story is big. You get what I'm saying? Now, with everything we just...
But, if this was gambling, I am betting all my money on that he's guilty. If this was gambling, I'm betting all my money that he's guilty.
Laid out. Let's talk about the fallout because things are starting to spiral. Right after Celeste was officially identified, David hit a pause on his world tour. He was actually going to perform in Europe, like places like Copenhagen, Stockholm, I believe London as well, and Poland if I'm not mistaken, but it looks like the tour has been put on hold as of today. On top of the tour getting shut down, a few popular artists in the industry have already started distancing themselves from David. One of those...
I wonder why. I mean, really, it's illogical. I mean, if you were gonna collab on a song with a guy who is alleged to have, you know, killed an underage girl and then, you know, put her in the back of his car, I mean, because, you know, if that was me, I would still collab with him, right? I wouldn't. Nope, I wouldn't. If you can't already tell. I unban him and will give him another chance. After all, we don't have any clear rules yet. Yeah, bro, like, here's the thing. Sneaky, I have 8 followers on Twitch. Like, it doesn't really matter who we ban or not ban. I mean, like, even if a bot came in and advertised, you know, some kind of, like, link, like, nobody's gonna click on the link because nobody's watching the stream. So, I really do believe that it's fine. And he didn't seem like a bot. But maybe that's just me. I mean, Sneaky has more experience in Twitch, so I don't know.
The artist is Kali Uchis, a very talented singer who, the last time I checked, she was in a relationship with Don Toliver, and I believe they actually had a baby. She actually teamed up with David earlier this year on a song called Crashin' from his debut album Withered. But after the news broke about Celeste, Kali Uchis publicly responded on Instagram saying that the collab is in the process of being taken down from streaming services. And when people in her comments try to blame her for working with him, she fired back saying that's just internalized misogyny. In other words, women always getting blamed for what men do, which happens. Aside from that, Canadian pop star Tate McRae, one of the biggest names in the mainstream right now, has also decided to unfollow David on social media. And like we already know, Hollister pulled him from their campaign as well. So as you guys could see, the industry is, the industry is reacting to this, okay? So right now, things are very much up in the air.
Good.
Authorities haven't named a suspect, and they haven't even determined the exact cause of death. But the fact that they searched his home, seized evidence, they left with a computer, all these ties.
Here's what's next, bro. Here's a message for the LAPD or, you know, whoever's in charge. Interrogate him. Let's see how easily he breaks, or if he doesn't break at all. You might get some pretty valuable information from interrogation. That's all I'm saying.
Are being cut. It shows just how seriously they're treating this. For David, this isn't just a hit to his career. His entire world is hanging by a thread. You know, it's strange how this thing started with Celeste being found in that...
See, I will never understand, like... Yeah, his entire career is hanging by a thread, bro. Because he killed an underage girl, like... Yeah, that's kind of how it works, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Is hanging by a thread. You know, it's strange how this thing started with Celeste being found in that Tesla, and now it's turned into one of the most shocking stories the music industry has seen in a long time. The story is going to keep on developing, and eventually we'll get the truth of what happened to 15-year-old Celeste. And I trust that law enforcement will do their due diligence, because at the end of the day, this isn't just a headline right here. It's about a young girl and her family who deserve answers more than anybody. And as for David himself, his connection to Celeste is weird, it's strange, and honestly, it's pretty creepy in my opinion, right? I'm not saying that he's guilty. I'm just saying, like, just the fact that he's even connected to this, especially considering her age, I think it's weird, right?
Look, you might not think he's guilty, but someone else thinks he's guilty. And that someone else is moi. Because are we serious? Like, I mean, look at the evidence. I mean, the evidence is out of pocket, man. The evidence is unreal.
There are too many coincidences here for it not to...
Yeah, too many coincidences. The first coincidence was almost enough for me to hear. Like, sure, I get that you can't put someone in jail. Like, let's say that we only knew about the first coincidence, right? The whole his car thing and that she's in the back of his car or whatever. I get that you can't put someone in jail for that. But if we're talking just pure speculation and who did it, wait, you're not gonna come in here and tell me that someone else did it. Unless it's Light Yagami, of course. Unless it's Light Yagami. Light Yagami is the only one who could have set him up like this. Using the Death Note to kill... Okay, I probably shouldn't joke about this, because she did die, so... I probably shouldn't joke about it. But it goes to show, like... You know what I mean? Like, what's going on, bro?
Raise eyebrows. But since we don't know what we don't know, it's hard to take a firm stance on what the truth actually is, right? What I do know is that public opinion is forming fast. And
Here's the thing. In situations like these, it is very fun to make guesses, all right? And to have an intuition. Because if your intuition is right... Oh my god, that's one of the best feelings in the world, bro. Then you actually feel smart. Especially if you have a very specific intuition with a bunch of reasons, and if those reasons are correct, like, you know, like, oh, I think this happened and I'm very specific about it, that's even better. That's
why people are looking at this situation and saying something doesn't feel right. My number one concern here is that Celeste's family gets justice and that they find out what really happened to her, why it happened, and who was responsible. Because yeah, the internet's locked in since it's tied to a popular singer and this guy's famous, and nobody thought that he would ever be connected to something like this. But when you strip all that away, what matters most is the life that was lost. So my condolences go to Celeste's family, and I pray strength and comfort upon them during this time. I'll keep you guys updated as this story unfolds. You already know that I'm going to be behind this microphone breaking it down for you all the way, okay? Every single step of the way, okay, until we get to the truth of what's really going on here. So make sure you stay tapped in, because nobody breaks it down better than Blackie does. Drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. What do you think about this?
Alright. W video. Make sure you check out Blackie Speaks, and maybe even like the video.